So I'm reading you a post that I had shared on 5th June 2021, a year into the pandemic. Do hear it out if you have time. My life revolved around hooping. It now revolves around cooking. Oh look, both have two O's. This world may continue to fight about what empowered even means. Each person with their own definition of where they stand in life at the moment. My own definition has been ever evolving. Does taking hOOp classes and living out of hOOp performances and earning money to be able to make rent and pay your maid to cook your food mean empowered? Does having zero money flowing in and investing all your energies in the veggies you buy from the little support you finally chose to take and the recipes you cook by yourself mean empowered? Does being independent mean empowered? Does showing up at family's doorstep after years of working with ambitions in a flawed system mean empowered? Does being a famous personality with flawed health mean anything? What if you're super successful but haven't a clue how to feed yourself? Is that empowered? Media, news, advertisements and everything will revolve around making a shift from this to that or vice versa. You see that ad with 3 generations of females oiling each other's hair and ordering from a food app? We know the importance of home-cooked food that the nanny passes on to the mom, to the daughter, and so on and so forth. Yet this ad successfully convinces all generations alike to sit, relax, and go for the ready-made something in plastic boxes that conveniently lands up at your doorstep. We all did it. We all fell for it. We didn't have the time, or we prioritized. We tried being the boss, the entrepreneur, went after anything we set our hearts and minds to. We saw that the one that brings home the money got far more respect from everyone instead of the one that toiled in the kitchen to have every family member fed so they can even do that job or go to school or whatever in the first place. We couldn't buy the veggies without the money. Not everyone is blessed with a farm to be able to grow their own. Say you earn a whole lot of money, but if you end up spending all of that money on fixing multiple health issues for years on end, because of the vicious cycle of working too hard away from family, trying to prove you can do it all on your own, but in the process couldn't listen to your body as much as you should have? It wants to eat ghar ka khana, but you fed it whatever was available in the canteen as you sink in nostalgia. It was used to a platter of fruits at home, but now the college submissions are more important. Quick, finish lunch, which is questionable, rush for hair and makeup and up on stage you go. Smile for the audience. You wanted to eat your food and digest it in peace, but the production team yelled, "You better show us your hOOp act right now." Stress. Didn't eat for a few days? No problem. I'm doing well at work. Didn't poop for 3 days straight? Arey, no issue. I'm working hard. Have to make it in this big, fast-paced world at the cost of immunity, well-being, everything. Zero awareness of the whole veg-non-veg dialogue as well, and that doesn't change overnight. Alcohol is marketed to teenagers through popular shows, and little do we see the harm the basic alcoholic beverage can do in the long run. Nobody asks, are you truly healthy? Are you truly happy? Are you truly at peace? You're a woman, you're empowered, you're creating your own destiny. 30 plus years lived, and it's as if I was just reborn this morning and shall be once again tomorrow. New lessons to learn. Barely knew how to boil my own water. No, really, trust me, that's not an exaggeration. Now empowered enough to make anything and everything to feed myself. And share with family, hoping they're not too repulsed by some attempt. I could go on and on and on about this. Oh, I really could. I already am. Truth is, what is glamorized on TV and advertisements, all of humanity will dive right into with no questions asked. Convenience sake, fitting in sake, empowerment sake. Now don't even get me started on the influencers selling this and that and whatnot for everything health oriented, and it becomes more about bucks and numbers than really about the essence of holistic health. Oh, you're a woman or a man or anything really. Oh, you're empowered. Pack that burger and Coke and off you go into your box to make money, make a name, do whatever it is that won't matter when you're getting injections up your butt, physio for a brittle body, pipes up your urethra, and an endless list of what the result of working perhaps a little too hard is. Work till your immunity goes for a toss, and now you're contracting infections others who are better pampered don't have, and things you can never speak of. Who cares if your cycles are out of whack? The food or entertainment industry doesn't care. We have to go through our own fair share of seeing how it all functions and put ourselves through so much before we realize what's important. It doesn't take so much to be able to live and feed ourselves and at least try to make healthier choices in the simple old ways. But we're blinded by too much. Life can be lived in so many different ways, tried it all, and I surely am learning every day. Eventually, none of us can be so sure how long we're around anyway. Might as well try to be as self-reliant as we can and learn to breathe before we race to achieve this, that and whatnot and realize too late all of that disappears and not an industry, not a company, not a fellow performer, not a dance show judge. Nobody would care whether you're running around working your butt off or just enjoying a meal with gratitude without being at your service all the time. So yup, buying my veggies, cooking my food, sharing with family and eating every bite with gratitude, slow as a sloth. Not an endorsement taken, not a performance done, no more knowledge to share for now when the internet is full of what anyone can learn from. No calls answered. I allow everyone to take from this response to taking time out for oneself as whatever it is they want to. Not using my hands to mail any CV, using them to peel fruits, chop veggies or soak dals and so much more that is meditative really. Seems like empowerment to me right now, even if it may come across as a failure to the infinite ambitions I was so fiercely going after for years on end. Never imagined I'd use my hopes in this manner. As all of them hibernate through the pandemic years as a good reminder as to why one shouldn't invest on and hoarding hoops, rather be content with the little you have. Here's a type area which of course has its own flaws, so don't try to dig for a point here. Possibly a lot more to share, but that's it for now. And how much do I bet not a person read down till here? So much for sharing some heart in a hoop. I'm adding this today before sharing it with you. Thank you so much for hearing so much from my tiny journey. I'd like to leave you with one thing, and that is this. There's going to be a lot of people close and afar that will call you very negative things like delusional, unfit, couldn't stay in family. They don't know your journey. You know your journey. Keep shining your light, keep sharing your truth, and keep going no matter how hard it gets.